Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for tuning into another episode of the Dumpster Diaries Podcast. Today, I have a special episode for you. I am joined in the studio with Shreveport's one and only, the band Sauce. Dudes, let's do it. This is fucking awesome, man.
Hell yeah. Excited to be here, Justin.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming out. So we got mutual friends, met you guys through the comedy scene here, and it's a pretty good scene, man. And we went to your album release party, and a buddy of mine, Evan Cooper, you should check out his episode. He was like, hey, you should talk to these guys. And I was listening to y'all jam, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm always down to talk to anybody, especially artists, dude. But what's the best way to describe y'all's band, like the style of music you got?
I'd say that we're just a funky, psychedelic band. We're really fun. We call it funk and roll, I guess.
I've heard it explained as a funky trip trio before.
Yeah. I used to take a lot of mushrooms back in the day. So, like when I heard y'all's music, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And then Evan and I, which, you know, Evan is a local comedian, right? We were sitting here and we were listening to your stuff because he invited me out. And I was looking around and you guys had like a packed house, man, you know? And then I was looking and there were so many women too. And,
yeah.
And I remember leaning over and looking at Evan and I was like, dude, music just fucking destroys comedy. Dude, like you guys got us beat so much, man. Like there's so many people, like people like dancing and shit. And I was like, God, you know, you do like a little comedy show, man. There's a lot of awkward silence and squeaking and stuff on the stage. You're like, okay, all right, this is not going very well.
I'm glad there was women there, you know.
It helps.
It can definitely be like that.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dudes in a room.
So how long have you guys actually been a band for?
2.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
2.5 years of this band. Me and Ben actually met in 2020 through another band. So him and I have been playing music together for, is that 6 years now?
Dude,
Yeah,
6 or
a little over
7.
6. A little over 6.
Because the cool part that I like about y'all's band, man, is like all you guys are relatively young. Like, I mean, who's the oldest one here?
I'm the old man.
And how old are you?
27.
That's it. Dude, come on, man. God, I should have started a band. No, dude, it's you guys have a very unique sound. Because when I was coming up, because I've been playing guitar for a while too, but when I was coming up, everyone was just going same type of alternative rock, and then it was like progressive rock and all that stuff, and so everyone kind of sounded the same, man. So when I heard y'all's, I was like, oh, this is like different. I like this, man.
Dude, that's amazing about the scene right now. We're extremely lucky. Like all the bands that were at the album release party, like Opossum, CS Dub, and even Good Spirits, like they're just a modge-podge of people, you know, and they play amazing music that is so different from anything else. And the scene is like that. It's very diverse right now. It's really cool to be a part of.
And like Shreveport has a really good music scene too.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like about this place, man.
And we're the babies in it right now, so it feels good.
Yeah.
You wait until this airs and then we're going viral, right? It's happening. So, but I guess we can kind of, for the people who don't know who you are, we can talk about who does what in the band, right? So you just want to start, Ben, and we'll go ahead and go around the table.
Yeah, I'm the keys player for it. I also sing. I mean, that's pretty much all I do. Yes.
Hey, you know, you're pretty good at it, man. I was watching you
thank you.
tickle those ivories, man. I was like, damn, I wish I could play like that.
He also keeps up with the t-shirts.
All right, what about you, brother?
I sit in the back and make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Drums and vocals.
Yeah. That was one thing too, because I don't see, when I go to shows, Matt, I don't see a lot of like drummers typically ever like singing.
It's definitely less common than probably most other instruments, but
Yeah.
I'm always amazed and highest level of respect when I see other people doing that, because I know how long I had to work to be able to even do it, you know? So
Yeah. Dude,
seeing
yeah.
other people put that.
Drums seem like the most complicated thing to me. Even like when I kind of have a background in music a little bit, I was just like, oh my God, like it's like, what is it? The rub your stomach and pat your head at the same time. Like
It's definitely a workout. I think
Dude, it's like those parts of the brain. I don't know. They don't connect in my stuff too, but or for me, they don't connect. And I can't even imagine trying to sing and play at the same time. There's no way. Like,
Yeah.
that just comes out. Like even when I tried with a guitar, like I'd be like strumming basically 4 chords, whatever, and it sounds good. And I start singing. Next thing you know, I realize that I'm strumming to like the rhythm of me singing, and I'm like, okay, this just sounds retarded. Like I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, we can say that on here.
Hell yeah. Everybody's cool here.
But what about you, Brandon?
I play the guitar and I do mainly backup vocals. Maybe one of these days they'll get me on a lead vocal or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And how long you been playing guitar, man?
Pretty long time.
Yeah.
Like as long as I can remember, man. I've got pictures of me like super young holding a guitar.
For real?
Yeah, my first guitar was like a Spider-Man guitar, and it was like it's pretty much a toy.
Yeah.
But like I just fell in love with it and ran with it.
Yeah, dude, that's cool. So you guys knew each other from a previous band.
Oh, yeah.
Basically. So how do you fit into the mix, Brandon?
So my neighbors currently, can we say names on here?
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
I've said every word in the dictionary. You tell me if you can say
So my
names.
neighbor Ethan, so we
Yeah.
had like a little jam session over.
Uh-huh.
He has got like a big shop, and we did like a little jam session, and that's where me and Matt first actually played together.
Yeah.
And then, well, this is where we first all played together, really.
Yeah.
But we didn't know it was gonna end up being
Mhm.
what it is now.
Well, because so the big thing is you guys just cut an album, right?
Yeah.
And you can. What is that? Just because I deal a lot with like. You can call me. You can do it.
A burp. And it was going to be really loud if I let it out.
It's all right. It's okay. I've thrown up on this show before. That's a true story. Yeah. Just search the New Establishment episode. I can't remember what time marker I'd throw up, but me and some comedian buddies, we got on here, and then I have a really weak stomach when it comes to like gross stuff. Like you can describe gross stuff, and I will start gagging. And so we did an episode this back when I drank, and so. Won't say who did what, but some people took some edibles and did some things, and I drank a bunch of beer. And by the time we get around the 2-hour mark, everyone's on cloud 9. There's no sane thought in that room. And so one of my buddies, a comedian, he pulls up and he starts just describing it, and I start gagging. But it's some Instagram channel about a guy who his name's Mr. Pisser. He just I don't want to describe it, dude. But yeah, he just, does nasty stuff. And I start gagging and I have to drag a trash can in here, like in front of the camera. I'm like throwing up. But the three of them continue to have this conversation while I'm puking uncontrollably. And then I'm just like crying, like, why is this happening on my own show? And I'm like begging them to stop, man. But yeah, man. So cutting an album, man, like that's got to be a nightmare because I come from like a stand-up, really like film, like media perspective of things, like photography, really. But I got a film project coming up this summer for sketch comedy, and I'm just in the writing phase with that with people, and it's already I'm like this is a 7-headed monster, and I every day do wish I did not sign up to do this. So I can only imagine so cutting an album, man. Like, is it just you guys having fun? I mean, are you doing this a million times until you get it right? Or is it a fire and forget because we got $500 in the budget and we ain't got time for studio?
To be honest, I think we really came in guns blazing.
Really?
It was very I wouldn't say that it felt natural, but the first days of the studio, we're just so giddy because we've been playing the material that's on the album for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So then we were so rehearsed in it and so tired of playing them that it's like, all right, it's time, So it's like we got in there and we got to add everything that we kind of heard in our heads because we were a 3-piece band. So we got to add in everything that we would like to have in there for an album. So it has a sound that you would not get live. And then also you do get the live sound when you go to our show. So, but it was pretty cut and dry, I guess. It's like the hardest part is I would have to say is trying to get those perfect extra lead parts or maybe even a singing part where you're forgetting lyrics because you're in such the space environment so different that I forgot a bunch of lyrics. So, and it's that's the one place you don't want it to happen.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't tell you how many times I've been on stage and going through like some jokes or whatever, stuff I've said a million times. And then I'm like, what? Oh, it's not the time to forget what I'm doing, you know? It's like, oh, here we go. So how long from day one, minute one to finish, how long did it take y'all to cut this album, man?
I think in total it was like about 3 weekends, like full weekends.
Mm-hmm. And where did you guys record it at anyway?
Pizza Party Studios. We got really lucky. A lot of people told us about Michael Stevens, and he was a godsend. Honestly, like helped out so much throughout the whole process. He's amazing at what he does, and I would go back again and recommend him to anybody trying to record some music.
Yeah, man.
It's right here in Bossier too.
Yeah, dude, there's so much stuff that's available here that a lot of people aren't even like aware of, you know. And I don't know if it's just the day and age that we live in. I mean, yeah, there's social media and stuff gets shared around, but I feel like people are almost desensitized to it because, like, just moving here and kind of already knowing people and stuff. Yeah, I was like, here's this, here's that. But then once I started talking to people, especially doing more interviews and like getting out there, then I was like, oh, there's a lot more to this area than what people realize, man. You know, so it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of people that want to be a part of stuff. I found that out real quick.
Yeah.
I may have sent a mass message and was like, hey, I'm looking for actors and actresses. And the Rolodex of names that came in was panic attack inducing, and I was like, oh my God, okay. And then some people, you know, are like, hey, you know, do this, do that. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
That's actually really wild because in Shreveport, there's so many people that like shit on it. Like, just like, man, this area sucks. Like, nothing. But I think that we're literally just, how would you say, like, just, we're very spoiled. Because there's so much talent around here, and it's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know why people shit on it so much.
I love living here, man, because I'm from East Texas originally, and people just treat it, the best way to describe it is, you know, in The Lion King, when Mufasa's explaining to Simba, like, everything the light touches is yours, and then Simba's like, what's that dark spot? And he's like, you must never go there. I feel like that's how everyone in, like, East Texas sees Shreveport. It's just like... And I can't tell you how many friends, not the guys so much, but usually their girlfriends or their wives are like, it's dangerous. And so they come and visit and they get in the hotel room and they're like, okay, we're safe. We can never leave the grounds. You know, it's just like, you're not, like, Sarah, you're not going to get shot walking down the boardwalk. You're totally fine. And then I go out late nights, like the schedule I have and stuff. So I'm in like the rough parts of the city, like 2, 3 in the morning. And basically what I've come to the conclusion with all this is birds of a feather, man. It's the company you keep. Yep. Sure, random stuff happens, but I haven't seen anything.
No, most of the time, somebody has to be agitated to want to do some shit like that. Like, that's what I've seen, you know, like there has to be an aggressor to even start it, you know?
For sure, man. And then, but you know, like I said, company you keep. So
yeah,
you want
to. Well, this place is fucking crazy though, but still, you know, there's safety precautions.
Well, dude, I'll tell you a true story. I kind of don't want to give the business name up because I don't want to hurt the business at all. But I'll tell you off camera if y'all want to know. But there's a popular place that puts on shows and stuff. I mean, shit, you guys might have fucking played there. It's not where I met y'all. It's not the Tiki Bar and Grill. Every Friday, 8 p.m. free comedy show. Anyway, so I go out to this place and they have like an out of town band called Semi Charmed. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they're a 90s cover band. So they play like 90s rock, early 2000s and stuff. And so basically I'm in there having the time of my life. I'm like, here's 3 Doors Down, here's Matchbox 20, Green Day, let's do this shit. The stuff I grew up on.
Yeah.
And another thing too, the dating game is really hard. But I will tell you this, if you want to meet a lot of women, just go to a music event, like anyone, especially if it's 90s music. Like, I'm sorry guys, like I walked in there and I was like, holy shit. Like there was more women than there was guys there. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. But so I went with a girl that I'd met, man, and we were talking on the patio and everything was fine and dandy. And then I hear a bang, right? And I'm like, instantly I'm like, okay, what was that? And then I just hear like 17 more come right after. I was like, oh, somebody's unloading a clip. And it was close to the venue. But it was around the corner, so I couldn't see the shooters or anything like that. And there's an apartment complex there, so I'm sure it was kind of happening there. And so anyway, I hit the ground. This is one thing I did notice. Okay, you guys do with this information as you will. Every person of color ran inside. White people stood up like prairie dogs in the savannah desert or wherever the hell they're from, and was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "This is why y'all get killed."
Classic fucking horror movie, dude. Yeah. Classic horror movie.
And then the date that I was on, like, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna," because my adrenaline was like pumping and stuff, man. And I was like, I'm gonna go inside. Like, I don't want to be out here. I'm trying to put something solid between me and potential bullets. They're like, well, you know, I'm not shooting at you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not catching a stray in the ass, dude. You know. And I'm about to be 35. Like, I'd like to see 35. But and so we come in and she's like, yeah, you know, it's just Shreveport. And I was like, yep, just another day at the office, huh? And then there's like 6 cruisers that roll up and stuff. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, it really is a problem. I don't know what the answer is, the solution, but
I actually knew a girl that got killed by a stray bullet.
Really?
Yeah, she was a drummer. I used to get a church camp like down in like around Alexandria area, and she was the drummer on the worship team. And a few years back, we heard that she got killed by a stray bullet.
Jesus,
it's crazy.
Why are you smiling talking about that?
Jeez. Well, I mean, I didn't know her well, dude.
What's fucking wrong with you?
I'm so desensitized.
It's the necrophilia coming out.
Oh, God.
I'm so desensitized because I talk to so many comedians on here that, like, I'm like, oh, yeah. He's just laughing away. I don't even notice it until Matt said something.
That kind of stuff can happen anywhere, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Matt, do me a favor, man. Just get a little friendly with your microphone and pull it up to you, man. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're catching you because sometimes there's like a sweet spot to it. If you get just a little bit out of it, then you're not going to hear anything. And then once this airs, the 3 of us will have a good conversation. You'll be like, can't even hear anything I say, dude. But yeah, man. Shootings are a real problem. I don't know what the solution is to that because I do advocate for Second Amendment rights, but at the same time, I will acknowledge there is a serious problem with it. You know? So I don't know what the answer is. I'm not sure there is one, but have fun. Good luck.
Sounds like Brandon's okay with it. I think that we should lean into that mentality.
Oh
man, watch your 6.
Yeah. So this is y'all's first like released album. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure, man. So do you guys, is this just like the set, like it's done, or do you already have stuff in the chamber planning for a second album? I know it's like you just released this one. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? You know? I mean, you got stuff lined up for that, or?
There's a couple tracks that didn't make the record that we have recorded. I don't know quite what we're going to do with those yet, but we are already in the process of working on the second album.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to see, man, because
already having some songs, ready to go until that whole album's finished.
Yeah,
it's probably the best move.
Yeah. So what's whenever y'all do shows and venues and stuff, I gotta ask you, man, like you definitely have the best show you've ever done, then you have the worst show you've ever done. And I'm curious to see, like, y'all can pick whatever y'all want. You want to start with the best or you want to start with the worst?
I like the Capri Theater. It was a great time. It was amazing. I'll let you guys say some shitty fucking venue that you hate.
This guy right here got me into one of my favorite worst gigs. I won't say too much about it other than it was a house party.
Oh, no.
It was shit. Not the best time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a great time there, actually.
No, I had fun playing because, it was a house party.
Oh, yeah, it was a great set.
Yeah, it sounded good.
It's just the people there were not very, our type of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to make it kind of hard. Yeah. For sure. So with y'all style of music like this, this jazz funk, and it's got like this psychedelic twist to it. I got to ask, man, you guys get offered a lot of drugs? Or do you take a lot of drugs?
Bingo. A little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine like some Grateful Dead deadheads, like, here you go, brother. Like a whole sheet of acid.
Definitely gotten to some shit just taking stuff, though, Like, oh, yeah, sure.
Had people mad at me for not doing their drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Me and Matt were.
You fucking rude ass, don't do my drugs.
You can't take shit from strangers these days, man. If it was the 90s or even the early 2000s, I would be like, yeah, you know what? Have fun. You'll be all right when drugs are cheap, readily available, and fairly pure. Now it's just like,
Fentanyl.
Yeah, it's like
all fentanyl.
fentanyl in your weed. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Don't do that. Yeah, man. No, for sure. I've gone through phases and stuff, man. But I was always a big drinker. That was more my thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
The drink.
When I met you, I was like, "Oh, this guy's 3 sheets in the wind." I'll give you props, Ben. I'll give you real props, man. You were cool. You were having a great time. I was like, "This guy's lit." But the minute you got on stage, man, you sold it. I was like, "Damn, like he can really."
I'm a good faker.
Yeah,
I'm fucking good at faking, man.
Fake it till you make it.
Covered in glitter and fucking sloppy drunk. It's great.
Because when I got there was other bands opening for you guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And so I didn't even know who you were when I met you. And so you just come up and you got like a button down, all like buttoned almost all the way down, unbuttoned. Yeah, like total chest going. And then it just covered in like gold glitter. And I'm like, what is going on here, man? Like I told my friend that introduced us, I was like, look, man, I told you I'd talk to anybody on the show, but damn, what are we doing right now? Is this where this is gone?
Better not bring that fucking glitter in my house.
This room would never be the same.
I know.
To be here.
I actually had a dream that we got in trouble for like getting glitter everywhere in somebody's house.
It's probably because of that biker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did notice that. I did
Holy
notice that.
shit.
Yeah. He was not too happy.
No.
You want to tell the story?
Yeah.
You don't have to if you don't
Fuck
want to.
I mean, so what I was trying to get these fucking guys, like I said, we were all fucking drunk. So I'm trying to get these guys around the corner so we can get away from everybody.
Yeah.
They're just laughing, talking to everybody around. So I was like, fuck it, we got to put the glitter on right here. Like, we have to go on stage soon. It's like, we have to put this on. And as I'm fucking throwing glitter at Matt, this guy, hey, get that shit away from my bike. And everybody's dead quiet. They all turn and look at him. And then I was like, that's why your bike's gay, dude. And they're all fucking, I said it like 4 times.
I hadn't even been introduced to you at this point. I'm just standing there and this biker is like 6'4".
No, I'm
like
way too fucking confident.
yeah, I
Way
was just
too
like,
confident.
oh, is this about to happen right now? I was like, well, I think I took a step or two back. I was like, this is gonna figure itself out. This will be all right.
Yeah, biker.
He's gonna come and whip all our asses.
And my buddy was like, no, that's the band I was telling you about. I was like, oh shit, okay.
I just hope you're not like, I got a surprise guest with us today. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Bust through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I've thought about fucking with some people on the show before. I really have. Like people that I know that like hate each other in various forms of the arts and stuff. I thought about having it set up where they're both in the room at the same time or something, and be like, all right, now we're gonna have a discussion, what are you doing, man? But yeah, no, it's cool. So if you guys gotta pick because everyone gets inspiration in whatever creative art they do, whether it's painting or stand-up comedy or music or film or acting, whatever. Who's your guys' inspiration for what y'all do?
I think it's just honestly a little bit of all of ours.
Yeah.
I think that it all comes from a genuine place of where we grew up and how what we listen to. Like I really love Rick James and Marvin Gaye. Love funk, man. Parliament Funkadelic is the shit. Hell, he introduced me in the jam bands, which really kind of got me to do more of the improvisational stuff that we do. So that's pretty much where all that came from, in my opinion.
Nice.
And jam bands being a subgenre of rock, we all love all types of rock.
Yeah.
Mostly classic, I'm sure. The 70s stuff's really good.
Hell yeah, man.
Am I supposed to say something?
He hates music.
We were
He
just
fucking
going around
hates
the room. I was
music.
like, all right, where's your inspiration for music?
He hates
I don't know.
music, dude.
The
Yeah,
fucking guitarist. And he's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, I don't know, man. Talking about inspiration for
I got
music
lost in
you
the
create.
sauce, man.
Talking about inspiration for the music you create on the album we are promoting right now.
No, man, it's
All right, you had to pick a guitarist, man. Like who?
if I had to pick a guitarist,
Stevie
Ray Vaughan.
No.
Oh, the South Park where
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
We've been buzzing about that for like the last 2 weeks.
The British Holocaust thing is just fucking wild.
Dude, if you want to know something that's really cool, so the co-host Moses Wartooth is his name, a guy I told you about. He's back in Texas. We just filmed another episode together the other day, so that'll come out soon. We do our regular episodes, which just we resonate with whoever we're talking to. Sometimes it can be serious, sometimes it can be funny, whatever it may be. But then separately, we do like shorts and reels where we just they're all individual jokes. They're not cut from the show at all. And so we just say bananas and bonkers stuff. So it's like some South Park stuff like that where they're laughing in that clip. Moses and I do that all the time. And we constantly talk about, dude, if we could just make a total living doing this, like this would be the greatest job in the world, man. It's so funny because like, I mean, we have different styles that we'll do, but one thing that we'll do is we'll look up historical facts and then we'll fuck them up intentionally with just ridiculous shit. And then we'll just put it online and it's so funny just to watch. It's like throwing a grenade, like a flashbang into a room and then walking away, dude. And people get so mad. They'll be like, actually, like I did one where I talked about Rosa Parks being on the Titanic and having the seat on the last lifeboat and not wanting to get up. And okay. Why is that funny, guys?
That's a good one. It's a good one. I like it.
No, just but like, and so I put it out there. It's clearly a joke. It's labeled as comedy and satire. Okay, anybody with half a brain cell knows it's a joke. Okay, half the comments are like, "Actually, she wasn't on the Titanic." Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's why I fucking said that. Let's not take it so serious. But then some of them get a little more convoluted where they could be believable. And that just gets kind of scary actually because people will start defending them sometimes and they'll be like, "Ooh, hold on." I'm like, no,
I'm for that. Dude, let's do that.
There's a like total dude, when that buzzword misinformation was going around, I can't tell you how many times I got hit with that. They're like, "This is misinformation."
Yeah.
And then they started throwing out malinformation and I was like, "What?" I was like, "This is a joke, man. Like, get it, So, but we had one that went like semi-viral or whatever. That was pretty funny. It wasn't even that funny, but the reaction was fucking hilarious. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and give y'all like a warning because you guys are going to get bigger and it's going to keep growing. Just be careful with the comments section.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't take that too personally because I opened Pandora's box. And there's no closing that once that cat's out the bag. So I'll tell you this story. So when Moses and I started the show, we did not say shit to anyone. It was just him and I for like the first 90 episodes or something. Him and I just talking. We were making clips, stupid jokes or whatever, being offensive, pushing it to the limit. We thought the YouTube channel was going to get banned day one. I was like, this is not going to last at all. And so we're making all these clips or whatever. And then one day, the fires in Maui start, right? You remember those, the fires in Hawaii?
Yeah.
So it was tragedy, and so I wanted to say something about it, right? And so I accused, because everyone was shitting on Oprah Winfrey because she bought like thousands of acres worth of land. And this is true. This is not even a joke. It's not even made up. And she has private roads that could have helped people be evacuated. She refused to open them up. She refused to use her own resources to help literally her community, right? And which kind of pissed us off. So I was like, fuck her. What are we going to do? So we did this whole hashtag cancel Oprah movement, making shirts and shit for a while, everything you could imagine, dude. And we were tagging her in the shit, dude. We were going full tilt. And so I made, and the quality is really crappy. It's not even good. It's one of our earlier videos. And I make this video where we accuse Oprah of trying to remove the homeless people from the island of Maui because she couldn't stand them. And basically she burnt down the island to get rid of them. And that's it. It's not even that funny. What is hilarious is the fucking shitstorm that came out of that because we posted it, and then I think either 24 or 48 hours later, that's when she did that commercial with The Rock, and they were trying to raise money, and then everyone was getting mad at them because they were like, dude, you're literally worth billions of dollars. Like, why don't you go do something instead of like trying to ask everyday people when 52% of the average Americans do not have access to $500? Okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is a little ridiculous. And not to mention you own property there. That's kind of your community. So everybody was shitting on them. So as people were Googling Oprah, our shit was coming up because we tagged her and everything like a day or two prior. We got on it. It was just a luck of the draw, man. Because we always will go after celebrities and politicians with impunity. Like, we don't care because it's a fair bet.
Dude, fuck that bitch.
So, dude, you got to remember, at this point, bro, I do not say anything. No one knows anything, okay? We post this shit, and, like, within an hour, it's, like, 10,000 views. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then it's, like, another hour. It's like, oh, wait, now you're at 20,000. And I'm like, uh-oh. Because with this type of stuff, like when you go viral at first, you're like, fuck yeah. And then you stop and think and you're like, this might not be good. So I'm going to college at the time, and I'm sitting in the library, and a girl walks by, and she looks, and I see her do a double take, and she goes, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? And I go, no. So for like several days, I'm like putting my hood on. I'm like, oh shit. I get approached by like 4 different people, I think, that I don't know. And at this point, it's already hit like 250,000. And I don't know how the algorithms work, but it definitely was targeting people around me. So I was like, oh God. And so I'm begging Moses, and we have this rule. Once we publish something, we never apologize and we never take it down. And I'm like, dude, you've got to take this down. Like, all right, this is real life. This isn't fun and games. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit. Let's go. And I'm like, oh my God. And it just keeps growing. It keeps growing. And then he puts it on Instagram. I'm like, fuck. You know, like, it wasn't even on there to begin with. This is just YouTube at the time. And then so there was more views. I was like, oh my God, please. And I think just YouTube alone, I think it was like 500,000 when it was all said and done. But the comments section was the funniest part. And this is where I say, be careful with the comments. So, because we're just going to be honest with this. Oprah's a woman. She's black. Okay? This makes sense. Just give me time to explain. All right? White guy. Straight. Just throwing out demographics. So in the comment section comes the BLM groups. Okay? And they are coming at me hard. Hard. Then in the comment section comes the MAGA guys. And they're defending me hard. Then they start fighting. And then somehow, some weird way, I think some neo-Nazis got in there. And they start getting in this shit. And then they start fighting with each other. And then the conspiracy theorists get in there. And they start talking about Project Blue Beam and direct energy weapons. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then there's some people in there that get that it's a joke who were already following the show, and they're stirring more shit up. So like within like, I think like 2 or 3 days, it got like 7,000 comments. And it's, some people are getting vicious, dude. And I'm like, bro, we gotta like shut this down. This is out of control. I was like, this is gonna be on CNN or some shit. We don't stop this. And because people were talking crazy shit, but I don't know, man. That was a wild experience. And then so now I get terrified if people bring up the show, because I'm like, if you actually watch it, you pay attention, you'll realize that a lot of it's just jokes and stuff like that. And it's actually just entertainment. But you never know, because there are really crazy people out there. And it's just like, dude, am I going to get shot in a parking lot somewhere? I'm going to die in some shithole town that doesn't even have 30,000 people in it, and no one's going to know who I was. You'd be like, Oprah didn't do it, motherfucker. Bam, you know? So be careful. Go viral. Yeah.
Stand with Oprah today.
Yeah, and then we did some other ones that were very like controversial and stuff, but they were good, man. But people can get vicious. There you go. But I will say this, man, the haters, I've reached out to a lot of them before. None of them want to talk on camera. And I was like, you get real quiet after that, don't you? Oh man. So like with y'all's fans, y'all's followership and everything, man. Have y'all guys ran into like the diehard fans yet, where it's just like, I'm with Sauce, ride or die? How is that? Is that weird for you guys?
I've got one man in my brain right now.
I've got the same guy in my brain. But like the thing about it is,
you can do a shout out if you want. I mean,
well, it's pretty cool. But Adrian, he's fucking sick, man. He comes to every single one of our shows, and we're friends with these people. Like I think I said on the radio, we went on Red River Radio not too long ago, and that's what I had mentioned that we don't make fans, we make friends. We pretty much just hang out with all these fucking people.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we're fucking out on some big ass stage where nobody can come talk to us. So it's like we get to literally meet everybody. Mm-hmm. So
it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's great.
It really is.
I love that shit. Mm-hmm. I fucking love building a relationship with people that love your music. So it's like you get off stage. Well, actually, I've had people stand by my side of the stage and flip me off, show me fucking pictures while we're playing, try to trip me up.
Man, you're laughing a little too hard. Like you just having flashbacks.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing the same thing that you're talking about Brandon doing.
Oh yeah,
not this Brandon.
No, I'm
gonna start doing it from the drums though. So when you look back at me, you're like, no tape that we're doing something. I'm just like.
So yeah, man. So you're performing shows. You're getting bigger in Shreveport. People start to know you got an album that's coming out. You guys got plans? Like, is it? Like, hey, like maybe we're going to go tackle Dallas a little bit more, or maybe we're going to start going out to Austin, the music capital of Texas. I would probably recommend stopping by there at some point. That might be a good idea.
Austin
Atlanta
is a good move. We need to get down there. But we did just play in Deep Ellum. What was that, about a month ago? Yeah, on Easter. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, let me know when you guys go to Austin, man, because I'm going to be taking some trips out there this summer. And I know a lot of comedians, like professional working comedians, so I can get you guys in some pretty cool shows.
Sweet.
And, yeah, you'll get to see some good shit. So yeah, it's a good city, man.
Yeah, I love Austin.
Now I really loved it before COVID. I went down there like a year ago, and I was like, God damn, this is like Hollywood now. Because I'll do it's actually like a running joke because you guys don't know about this yet. So I do acting, right? And like just nothing crazy, background acting. There's no requirements other than having a fucking pulse. That's all it is. You show up, you got no lines, you just stand there, whatever. They cut you a check at the end of the day and you're like, peace. And so what I've been doing for the last couple of years is I keep applying. These are like professional gigs, right? Like these are like shit you see on like Netflix or Paramount Plus, like all that stuff, right? And I keep applying for these like legit acting roles. And sometimes I get them, right? But they don't know about what I do. So the running joke is I keep applying for these like legit roles on these serious shows. But if you come and watch this psychotic nightmare of my YouTube channel, it's like that guy was on our shit. So like the last one that I was in was I'll tell y'all. I've told this story before, but I'll tell y'all because y'all enjoy it. So I applied to be in that 1923 TV show, which is a prequel to Yellowstone or whatever. So you remember how big Yellowstone was and everyone was obsessed with it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I just apply for an acting role. Okay, and I get it. So I'm in season 2. Yeah, yeah, dude. They were like a Golden Globe winners and stuff. Like they're like it's like legit. Like people got awards out of this shit. And so I apply and I get it, right? So I do like the fitting and stuff in Austin and everything. And then a couple of days later, I got to do the filming. And it's supposed to be a Chicago train scene set in the dead of winter. They filmed that shit in July in Galveston, Texas. And I was like hot as fuck there. It was like 96 degrees that day, dude. It was burning up. And I'm wearing like a 3-piece suit plus a wool coat, like a fedora, because it's fucking 1923. And
can you please stop sweating out there, please?
Yeah, I'm about to have a heat stroke. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I was still drinking during that time, so I was like 30 pounds heavier. I was like, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack right here, right now. But got in it, got a small little clip, like I said, just background stuff, nothing crazy. But I just keep applying for these roles. But when I was on the set, I'm sitting here talking to all these like people who are really trying to be actors and actresses, and they're good. Like a lot of them took acting classes, a lot of them went to school, and they're just really trying to find that break. And they're also huge fans of the show. I had never seen a fucking episode and had no idea what was going on. So I'm on the set, and it's like a 15-hour day, man. It's like from the crack of dawn to like we're doing this in late. And I'm sitting here with all these people, man. A lot of women were really, really into it. And they're like, "What do you think's gonna happen to Spencer in this season?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is Spencer?" Like, looking around, and I'm like, "Where's my $300?" Like, I'm gonna get out of here, dude. And and I remember the lady that I was with, like in the scene, she was like obsessed with the show. And she was like, "No, we have to move over here so we can get in front of the camera, yada yada. We have to be behind the main actress, whatever." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is gay. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't give a shit if I'm in this anymore at this point. Because at this point, I'm like hour 12. I've been sweating all day. Like, I don't want to do this anymore, man. I'm done. And so she made a huge deal, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'll stand here. I'll try to hook her up as much as I could. And then when it came out and I saw the final cuts on Paramount, you can't see her in it. And I was like, damn, that's a cold way. But I had no idea. I was confused as shit, dude. I had no idea what's going on, man. So I just keep going for these roles. And as I get them, I talk about them on the show and I tell people. Sometimes I have to be kind of careful because they'll make you sound like NDAs and stuff. Like, hey, you can't talk about what you saw on the set till it comes out, shit like that. But whatever. Typically, I don't give a fuck. I just tell them like, and so the people that actually watch it, they get in on it, and it's just like, oh, that's Justin Allen with the podcast and says all that crazy shit on stage for stand up. I was like, yeah, I enjoy it, man. So, but yeah, it was just funny to see, dude. So I would encourage you guys to get some acting roles and have fun with that shit.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. If you guys want, man, because this summer, me and some couple buddies, we've thrown together a sketch comedy group. So we're doing like a whole film project this summer. And we're doing 10 episodes, 5 to 10 minutes each. And I'm looking for actors and actresses and stuff. So if you guys want to have like a cameo in there, like I'm totally cool with that.
Like a Jay and Silent Bob kind of fucking thing. I'd love that.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, we'll get you guys on. And then if y'all want, y'all talk about it later, discuss it and stuff. We can throw some of your music over the credits or something like that. You know, it's like an appreciation. Like, yeah.
Man, you mind if I go and hit the head real quick, man?
You know what? Well, I'll take a break.
Hit the
quick.
hook.
How about that?
Heck yeah.
All right, cool. Let's take. And we're back. All right. Unfortunately, even God's got to piss, right? Yeah, man. So we were talking while we were all using the restroom and stuff. Man, dude, you guys got merch for sale at your shows? So I do want to say this though. People listening, buy merch at shows. That's how artists coming up really make money. Yeah, they get ticket sales and stuff, but usually it's a percentage thing, and a lot of times they don't really even get anything from the door. But the merch is where it's at. But you guys, you got to get your merch online, dude.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
It's not the only thing we need to get online. It's one of 3 or 4 probably things we need to work on.
Because I mean, like you guys do the standard like t-shirts, stickers. You know, a lot of people do. Like, comedians do that too, right? But what's cool about you guys is you guys actually have a hot sauce that you sell.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, that's cool. So
shout out to Brandon Pruitt for that. He put a lot of work into those, man. They're really good too.
Yeah.
So y'all got to come out and get some.
Yeah. But you got something you want to show us, man?
Yeah. We pretty much wiped out most of our merch at that album release party.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we still have plenty of these.
Hell yeah, man.
And this one's for you if you want it.
Dude, man, thank you so much, man. Yeah, we'll put it on the shelf, man, because a lot of people that come through, they donate stuff. So everything on the wall, man, has a meaning behind it, you know. But this is super cool, man. I'll rip the music off this. I won't bootleg it, I promise. But I'll rip the music off of it, man, and then I'll definitely put it up here for display. Oh shit, you guys signed all this?
Well, Ben still has to sign. Find a marker. All
right, we'll get a marker in a second. Oh, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, this is gonna be worth some money down the road. That's what I'm talking about. I'm paying off this. Totally not my house studio. Hey, I say crazy stuff. I got to be careful, man. People are like, "Where's the studio at?" It's his house.
If you guys want to know, hit us up. We got the fucking address.
Dude, this is awesome, man. Yeah, dude, Sauce, man. Get the album, man. You said you still got a decent amount of these.
Yeah, and we got vinyls coming in a few months of it,
Sick,
and it'll be
man.
on digital within like a week or 2, hopefully.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, thank you guys so much, man. I'm always super appreciative of what people bring. Because like I said, everything has a meaning. You know, a big one is the DTTS blue hat you see up there. That's the Don't Take This Serious comedy production company, ran by Chris Luker. Those are the guys that host a lot of the comedy shows that I go to and do photography for. The hat on top you see that's blue knitted, that's made by a comedian called Crochet Jay. He crochets while he does comedy shows. He's probably the most interesting person I've ever met in my entire life. All kinds of stuff. A raccoon skull. Obviously, our mascot is a raccoon. Dumpster, trash panda, all that. This is cool. This is actually a buckle. This little one right here is actually a buckle from a mailman that we interviewed. And he was a veteran, and then he went into work for the United States Postal Service. And that actual buckle, they don't even make them anymore, is the OG back in the day. Mailmen used to wear them on their hats, and that was the route that our studio in Texas that we still have falls under from that. So he was able through those connections to get that. All kinds of stuff. I mean, World of Rivers by Tim Bryant. That's an author that we interviewed. The pot leaf you see framed up there is, we're in Louisiana, so it's illegal. Is somebody who's not going to be mentioned, may or may not have grown a bunch of weed. Anyway, so a friend of mine, he was like, dude, put this up there. I was like, fuck it. All right, I got it. Fat Albert DVD signed by Johnny Depp.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a guy from our hometown, our area where our studio is in East Texas. He is a very eccentric person, and he started and kind of took over a community Facebook group, and he just posts the most crazy stuff. Like, he does stand-up comedy, but I don't think he's a comedian. I just think he's crazy. And but
whatever works.
Yeah, so he posts all this crazy stuff in like this community, but he's really big. If you watch the interview, he's actually a legit dude. He does care about the community, does a lot of stuff. My company is actually financing his campaign to run for mayor during the next election because we just want to get the craziest person you can imagine. And he might actually win if he does it. And so the group that he runs has like 40 something, almost 50,000 followers. And so he came on because he was catching a lot of crap because people would be like talking shit to him. And he showed me messages like there was crazy people. Because this is a rural backwoods area in Texas, okay? Very, very religious in the Bible Belt. So people thought he was like the Antichrist. There was little schizos coming at him sideways. And I was like, well, you post crazy shit. So first of all, and so anyway, we had him come on and he gave us that. That was one of the things. He's like, yeah, here's a copy of Fat Albert signed by Johnny Depp. And it seems like that's a bit, but that's just who he is as a person. Yeah. And he does not change. That's him on camera, off camera. And I was just like, you have got to be the most interesting person I've ever ran across in my entire life. So, but he has a good story, man. But the Dan Man is his name if you ever want to check out his interview. So yeah, I just like, I like talking to interesting people, man. Artists, you name it, all that stuff. I don't know. They're cool, man. And then what's cool about this show, and this is how I got to know you guys, is I don't really promote and advertise to get people into the studio. It's all just name, like face to face, like, hey, you should talk to this person, like recommend it. And it's like, okay, cool. So in some weird way, I've developed like this large network throughout the Arklatex region, and it's like, oh, cool. Like they're all cool people, So yeah, you guys have you broke the seal, man. You got through the door. So no matter how big you guys get, whenever you take over MTV and bring it back, you're always more than welcome to come in and get me another 20 subscribers because it's like a real fucking knife fight getting any of those on YouTube.
I'm gonna bring back all that Oprah shit. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
That's how I do it with people, because I always tell people, like I was telling you guys when we were on our break. No matter how big this show gets or how big someone else gets, I just like working with people, and it's just it's going to be the same in the future. So, like keep the business out of it, like whatever, like just have a real conversation about what it is you do, And so they're all good people, man. But yeah, you guys have been great, like talking to, man. I definitely enjoy it. And you guys, it's cool to like give you guys an opportunity like you can actually talk to. So
yeah, dude, that's I love this shit, man. To be able to have that filter taken away and just let loose and not really have to think too hard, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's it's what people really want, man.
Yeah.
And because you guys were talking about, you've been on the radio, and the radio is governed by the FCC, right? So it's like, Eminem had a famous song where he disses them because he got sued so much for saying crazy shit, which really wasn't even that crazy. It was just early on in his career. And when I was, kid and I was coming up, they couldn't say. There was tons of words that are used every day now with impunity that you just could not say. I think bitch was one of them. You couldn't. South Park actually did an episode, I believe. It was either shit or it was bitch. It got delisted where you could actually say it. And then made a whole episode of how many times can we say this, and they had a counter at the bottom of the screen, and they get to like 600, 700, 800, I don't know, some insane number, and then at the end Satan like comes out, and then it's like a whole thing, So, but we're big. I'm big on it. Moses is big on it. We're big on like freedom of speech and expression, like whatever that may be, So,
absolutely,
yeah, dude. So I don't know, man. Like with y'all guys got. I mean, what's the future looking like? Are you guys just gonna take a breather for a minute and just do local gigs and just celebrate the album, or are you guys gonna like full tilt, lean into it?
I think the exact opposite. I think we're reaching out further. I think we're trying to get out of here, and it's not that we're trying to leave here.
Well, damn, bro, you just talked all this shit about how great.
I know exactly. Like I get that, but at the same time, they can only see you so many times in a year. It's like. People always question us too about that because I bring that up to people. I'm very straight up with them of why we want to go somewhere else. But it's like, yeah, we can do so much here, but it's easier to get newer faces going to different places, and then we meet people like you somewhere else. It's like just a constant state of trying to grow that way by word of mouth. That networking thing, I prefer it better. I think these guys do too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Already working on new material. We're fucking tired of the old shit. Bringing in the new shit.
I get like that, and I know a lot of my comedian friends do too. We get like that with our jokes sometimes. Like, you'll be like, here we go. I said this 800 times. Like I don't even laugh at it anymore. I'm just like, God, who wrote this piece of shit? Do you guys ever? That's actually an interesting thing to ask. Do you guys ever write something, whether you used it in this album or not? Do you guys ever look back and you're like, God, that's trash?
Yes. Yes.
Can't count how many scratch tracks I've made. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think every artist has that in whatever they do, because artists typically in general, and I think this also leads to a lot of mental health issues with them. They're like very hypercritical of their work, And like you guys could put on a show and I could be like, damn, that was a great show. And then afterwards I would imagine you're like, this is where we fucked up. You know what I mean? We could have done this better. We could have done that better. And it's always trying to get better. But I would say like, be careful with that. That's good. But at the same time, that can lead to a lot of depression.
It's a healthy amount of it.
Yeah, for sure. So do you guys ever run into like people trying to give you like criticism? Like, hey, do this, do that kind of thing?
Well, my Uncle Red, he's always like, y'all need to play Freebird.
That's where it goes. Dude, since that became like a trend like a few years back, every single time I see like a live band play Freebird. I'm just like, dude, somebody yell Freebird, man.
Yeah.
Like when I went to go see that 90s cover band last week, and I was like, somebody please yell Freebird in there.
You ain't gonna get it if you don't ask.
I think my favorite, I've done this. I've been the giver of the Freebird.
Yeah, me too.
We're at a festival in the Ozarks of Arkansas, and they caught me drunk as hell at the EDM tent yelling Freebird at the fucking EDM
tent. So when it comes to like substance use, it's very common in the arts. Do you guys feel like whatever your poison of choice, whether it's just, normal, because we're in Louisiana, medical cannabis, or, alcohol, whatever it may be, do you guys ever feel like that helps or does it hinder what you do? Or is there like a sweet spot with it? I mean, you can go last because we all know you're an alcoholic.
I feel like it kind of loosens you up a little bit, but like if you smoke too much, then you're gonna play like shit. If you drink too much, then you're obviously gonna play like shit. But I mean, you just gotta get that sweet spot where you're just like on cloud 9 and you're just gonna play everything perfectly. Or either that or it just makes you blind to your mistakes.
I know that feeling. What about you, Matt?
Well, I think on the cannabis side of things, that sort of realm of psychedelics and whatnot can really help in the creative side of things and the creative process. But in a live setting, it can also that's where you want to, at least me, take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
till after the show. I've had some little bit too much fun before a show, time or two. This guy can vouch for that.
Yeah.
All right.
I can definitely vouch for myself on that shit. But I think that what Matt said was like pretty much perfect. I think it's very situational. I think now at this point in this band, like it's a job. So it's like if you're getting paid to do it, you got to treat it like work. So I'm not going to show up to any job, just drinking, smoking, anything like that, So, but obviously with the album release party, I was done in celebration. I feel like I get a little leeway with that.
I was gonna say you could have had me fooled.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
damn, all right, bro.
Sounds regular, but
yeah, you coming in here like you're fucking Kurt Cobain or something. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I think.
How old have you been?
I'm 25.
Yeah, you got about 2 years left.
That's what I've been telling these guys. I don't got long, man.
Yeah, Matt's already like there, man. 27 Club, dude. This album better be it, bro.
Yeah.
Your death might actually be what makes this album explode.
Well, I think
3 months.
I think Ben's gonna die first because he's the keys player.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like some kind of tragic accident or something.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah.
Love that shit, man.
Because especially like because I can only really speak primarily from a stand-up comedy perspective, but just performance arts, right? Live performing. I see that a lot. You see people who don't do anything; they're completely sober when they perform, and then you see people that kind of dabble a little bit to loosen up, and then you see the people that are just like wrecked, and it's like, how are you even functioning right now? And so I've always been curious about that, like with people like, in various stages of their careers, like how does this actually influence, if it is even an influence? Because I know I got several friends, they won't do anything before they get on stage. They're completely sober. And then the majority, I would say, they probably have like a drink or two, especially with like stand up. It's kind of iconic. Like you got a beer on the stand next to you, and it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Like we're just chilling out, laughing at stupid stuff. But the people who go too hard, I don't know, man. That's a fine line, because I've definitely seen a lot of people who think they're great, and they may be good when they're sober. And then they get wrecked and they have all this confidence and they just get up there and just eat shit for an hour and 15 minutes. I've seen that happen quite a bit. And I'm like, ooh, God. And it happened to me one time. And I got super drunk at this venue. I was like, I got all this memorized. I'm ready to go. It was back when I drank. And this is before I started taking comedy relatively serious, basically the beginning of the year. And so I have a couple drinks to get my confidence up, because I get nervous as shit before I get on stage. Like it's like handshaking, like, oh God. It's gotten a lot better because I've been doing it a lot more. So I would drink to get confidence, liquid courage, man. And I remember my name getting called, and I remember standing up and my foot hit the stage to come on. And then I was like, I am fucked up. And I got the light after 1 minute to get off the stage. And then I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't function. And so I got off stage, and I remember and my buddy recorded it, he sent it to me, and he was laughing, but I remember watching it and I felt so bad and so disappointed in myself. And I was like, you know what? I will never do that again. So at the time I made myself a promise that I would never get on stage under the influence of anything ever again in any capacity whatsoever. And then eventually that just bled into me being like, you know what? I'm just going to be completely sober. So now I don't drink. I don't do anything. I don't even smoke weed or any of that stuff. And I got to tell you, bro, at least for me, shit, the amount of stuff I started producing once I got sober and writing and everything, it just skyrocketed, man. Because I had all this free time. Because normally I'd be getting drunk and I'd feel like I was doing something. I was busy. And then all of a sudden it's like, shit, it's 8 o'clock at night. All right. No kids, no wife, nothing like that, no girlfriend. So it's like, what am I going to do? And you can only watch, Netflix for so long before you start getting a little creative, And so, at least for me personally, being sober has been helped with the writing process at all. Now, you guys could be like Pink Floyd. You guys know how they recorded their stuff?
Heroin.
Well, there was a lot of that. Pink Floyd was really cool because they would get fucked up on all kinds of like psychedelics and stuff, and then they would record. They would just jam, and they would just riff and feed off each other and go into it, right? And sometimes it would last hours and hours and hours. There's hours of recordings that we'll never hear from them. And then they would sober up and they'd go back and they'd all sit down and listen to it. And they'd be like, okay, that's good. Do that again. And that's how a lot of their songs were written. I always thought that was cool, you know?
I think we kind of have like a similar process at sometimes, like just having fun. There's specific weekends where we're not doing anything, but it's kind of like we have no 0 days, if that makes any sense, to keep on progressing. So instead of like wasting a weekend on like going out somewhere, we'll be like, hey, let's just drink and hang out. And eventually, since we just love playing music, it's just like, hey, let's go fucking play right quick. And then it usually turns into something. And that's probably the best way that I can. Those are the best ways to be not sober and write music. It's whenever you're having fun doing it.
Well, like I know a lot of people with the comedy stuff, a lot of stuff they'll write and jokes that come out is usually when they're just hanging out with their friends and just shooting the shit. And then it's like, oh, that was really funny. And they'll jot that down on a notepad or punch it in their phone real quick and be like, I'm going to use that. And it's always kind of funny with comedians too, because you be hanging out, whatever, there'll be 4 or 5 of you. And then somebody will say something really funny. And then you'll just kind of see this like Mexican standoff of like, who's
going to write it down first?
Whose joke does that belong? You know, who's that belong to, you know? It's like, all right. And then rule of thumb in comedy is like, it's yours once you perform it on stage. So it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, man, dude, music is, I mean, it's pretty badass. And my thing that with living here and seeing the population density, how do you guys, I mean, where do you guys even practice at? Because I'm thinking like, okay, you live on the country, man?
Yeah, on the sticks.
Okay, that's good. That's what I was wondering, because I was like looking around, driving. I was like, man, where the fuck do these guys practice at? You know, it's like without getting the cops called on you, man. That's got to be that's got to be a challenge for sure, especially if people want to start a band and they all live in apartments. It's like, well, good luck figuring this shit out without getting the cops called. Yeah.
At one point, we tried to deck out this like attic of a restaurant venue and practice there, and we didn't think about the bleed through noise when other people were performing downstairs, and yeah, that was a shit show indeed.
Yeah, I could say I think we got fucked in that process as well.
Yeah. It's like maybe a month of actual practices. You know, we got together 4 times there before we're like, okay, fuck this.
And we put so much work into like cleaning everything up, and like we like dusted the walls and like had all these like it's like, I don't know what it was. It was like some pieces of paper with like numbers on it. It's like stapled to the ceiling. We like pulled all those down and ran electrical wire everywhere. And, you know,
yeah.
It was just
for sure. Yeah, dude. But hey, fuck it, Matt's got the place, man.
It worked.
Yeah.
It's small, but it works.
We used to actually practice there before that place that Brandon was mentioning, and we had a 5-piece band at the time, and that's what we had to find somewhere new.
Mm-hmm.
But after that went on for a little while at that place, the practices were not there. It's like that room that at his place is just fucking, it has like the love and creativity, and it's like history inside there. So it also is like a foundation for it.
For sure. Yeah. I remember, knowing friends over the years that have played in bands. It's always like finding somewhere it's going to be,
That is where we had our first practice.
Yeah.
Our first whatever.
Yeah.
Official practice.
I know growing up, I had some friends, they had a rock band and they would play in their parents, like I think it was the drummer's parents' garage, right? And they got the cops called on them all the time because they're playing like death metal. So it's like, it'd be like a Tuesday at like 3:00. There's like kids getting off a school bus and it's just like, like
slam some sound into this piece of tin. Fucking hope nobody hears it.
Yeah, we got some boys over here making a bunch of racket.
So I am kind of curious to kind of get into the business side of things with you guys with this. So as far as y'all's album goes, man, y'all, as it stands right now, y'all own 100% of it, correct? So do y'all ever have any intention of doing deals to like, I don't want to say sell out, but sell like some licensing rights or anything like that? Like, or are you just sticking gun ho to like, hey, this is ours. We're always going to maintain creative control over it entirely?
I'm pretty sure we want full creative control. I mean, that's in reality, if you think about it, if we're gaining fans and followers from what we're creating, then that's where I want it to go. I would hate for it to turn into some fucking not us, That's what I mean by that. I don't want
machine.
Yeah. Like
I'd hate for somebody to use us as a tool for their own gain.
End up in like a shitty record deal where
Yeah.
they're like, we own 80% of the revenue from something you created entirely on your own, and God damn it, we need a new album every 2 years, And then it's just like, how did this happen? Because there's tons of artists that shit happens to. It happens in every single art form, And I always tell people, which is kind of ballsy for me, because I don't really, contrary to popular belief, I don't make a shit ton of money off this, but I do make money. Unless you're the IRS and I don't make shit. No, it's just like starting out as any kind of art you do or whatever. Because what I do is considered a form of art in itself, right?
Absolutely.
And so it's difficult. And there's thing, but I do tell people, I'm like, man, I lean towards keeping 100% control of everything, because even, Moses, co-host, co-owner of this, him and I have discussed, and we've had opportunities with like sponsorships and stuff like that, the annoying commercials that people put in podcasts these days, right? And some of the deals that people try to offer us, I'm like, no, man, I just don't want to. Because it'll come with strings attached. Like, oh, when you advertise this product, you can't say this, this, and this, or you have to do this, this, and this. And I was just like, I don't know. It's cool to get a check, but I'd rather sell t-shirts on Amazon. Check it out. But, and own 100% and be able to say whatever I want versus people starting to have influence on things, And then you also got to be careful too, because when you start doing business with people, you're doing not just with their business, but you're doing business with them as a person. So you don't know, anything could happen. There could be some sort of scandal or who knows what the hell. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, that band saw that. Yeah, they're associated with those guys. And you had no idea they were running like a human trafficking ring or something in Southeast Asia. And you're like, what the fuck? I was just trying to get a record deal, man.
Or their guitarist is running around grave robbing.
It's one way to make headlines.
Yeah. So when you guys perform shows, man, do you look for to do shows with bands that are similar that you can kind of vibe with, or is it just kind of like, fuck it, let's make it weird, let's do a bag of mixed nuts, I don't care, whoever wants to play together, we play together, or do you try to stay in a similar genre of music?
I think most of the time we do, and even if it's like, Will, we bring Will in and he does an acoustic thing, solo act, but it's still, kind of similar to what we do in a way.
Yeah.
But the album release party, that had a lot to do with just bringing the friends in that, have been there since almost the start pretty much, and helped us get into doors, and, just bringing them all together and throwing a party.
Yeah. And it was cool to see. I could tell a lot of that too. I do have a funny story from your album release party though. So I went up there and, there was a lot of women. So I was by myself. And I was like, I pointed out a girl to a buddy of mine. He was like, go talk to her. And I was like, I gotta fill it out, man. I gotta see if she's with somebody, you gotta play it out, And I was like, I don't know. She could be with one of these bands playing, I don't know, just because she's by herself. And so I go up, talk to her. She was single, but, and I compliment her. And I was like, you know the band? And then I can't remember exactly how she said it, but it was something along the lines of, I'm fucking here to watch their band. And I was like, got it. Have a good night. And then I just went and walked off. I was like, damn, that was a cold one. Whatever. I tried.
You probably could have got her if you were wearing more glitter.
It's the fucking trick, man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like art herpes. They get on.
Dude, I already get shit enough for how I dress half the time. Well, because on open mics, open out stuff, I'll kind of dress normal, t-shirt, hoodie, whatever. But when I do what I consider to be bigger shows for me, I'll dress pretty nice. I'll do usually slacks or nice jeans, button down, tucked in. Sometimes a tie, sometimes not. Sometimes a blazer. Think like business casual. So I look like I'm going to sell you Bibles, but then I'm about to get up there and say the most offensive shit you could ever imagine. And I like that juxtaposition, that duality between the two, right? I enjoy that. But some people, they're like, it always comes up in conversation. And they're like, why are you dressed so nice? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like,
Fuck it, Steve Harvey does it, man. You know?
Yeah. There's tons of comedians that do, but when you do it, people get weird about it. They're like,
well, isn't that kind of what you want anyway?
yeah.
I mean, you kind of want people to be like, oh, that's very memorable, you know, even if it is just a visual thing.
Yeah. And then also too, because like with that, it's hard enough to try to, get a following or God, even make a living in any kind of art form. So you kind of have to do other things with it. So like with you guys, like big one's going to be like merch. That's the easy one to go with, right? Because having multiple revenue sources that you can use. And so with me, like even if I'm doing like stand-up comedy and all that stuff, I always feel like I'm at a job interview because I don't know, because it relates to this show. So I don't know who I'm going to talk to.
Are you sure it's not the suit?
Makes you feel Hey, I keep it casual. I ditch a tie, But yeah, and so like if I talk to people, you never know, because I've talked to like small business owners. I've talked to medical doctors, academic doctors. I've talked to therapists. I mean, you name it. I don't know who I'm going to run into, and so I don't want to seem like, like I just crawled out of a gutter and just said a bunch of fucked up shit in a microphone and then like walk off. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, yeah, you should come to the studio and let me talk to you. I like there to be somewhat of a professional image with it, So, but hey, it's helped out. It's worked. But so some other people will be like, why are you dressed like this? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'm sure you could probably catch that shit if you got glitter all over your chest.
All the time.
Do you do the glitter often?
We've done it for like more of the major shows. We try not to do it at certain venues where we know it's going to be hard to get the hell out of there. And I actually got a message the next morning from after the album release party from the owner of the bar, Blair, and she was like, "There's fucking glitter everywhere."
Glitter's a bitch, dude. It really is. You don't realize it.
But it looks so good under lights. You just can't fucking.
It's still all over my house.
Yeah.
This week,
I still have
everywhere.
They're in the creases of these glasses. Like
there was a period where they were talking about outlawing glitter in America. Yeah, because apparently it's like horrible for the environment. Like it's a bitch to filter out, and it just
way to make us feel good.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that bitch, man.
This is America, and I like freedom, and I'm gonna wear this fucking glitter.
Yeah, dude.
It's not my fault a turtle can't handle a fucking Coke addiction.
It's better than a straw, right?
That's what set it off, man. Was that turtle with a fucking straw in his nose? Yeah. Next thing you know, they're trying to outlaw glitter. But apparently, y'all should. Dude, I don't know if I want to bring this up. I don't want to hurt y'all's glitter game, man. That's like y'all's thing. But how much do you know about the glitter industry?
There's I've learned a few things recently. I think from you.
Yeah, it's like some like big conspiracy about
where it's made, who owns it, like all the labor behind it, like how like bad it can actually be. Like it's a whole thing, and apparently they keep it like super top secret, like under wraps, and it's like one company that controls it, and you can't get in to interview anybody. And look it up. It's fucking weird. They're like hiding shit, dude. But yeah, they won't talk to anybody about it.
If you own that shit, hit us up. We'd love to fucking wear it more. We fucking hate the environment. We love glitter.
Big glitter. You're the only ones that we will cut a deal with.
Only glitter.
That's how it happens. I hope it happens.
Imagine they're in there like milking fairies or something.
It's like, holy shit, it's real. Yeah,
Poor
dude.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, man. They look into it, man. Apparently it's a whole thing, dude. So
there's no how it's made on glitter?
No, they won't let anybody in. That might have been where it started. I think they might have tried to do an episode of that, and then the glitter kingpins were like, not on my turf.
It must be very easy because it's very cheap.
Yeah, and apparently I can't remember exactly what the issue was, but there was something about it where it was like very controversial, and there's like people that have gone missing over it and shit.
Like how it's made, guys.
Yeah.
Probably missing after they.
It seemed like they'd be really easy to find. You know,
probably shot him.
Should be a fucking trail, you know, or a saw show. You never know.
So. Talking about looking good, man, with the glitter and stuff, that does bring up something I did want to ask you guys. Media. Have you guys considered music videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We're
would be
on
dope.
our way. We've got a few ideas that we're cooking up. And that's pretty much, I mean, we're just thinking about it, like how we want to go about it. We have a few ideas, but it's going to happen.
Let me know, because I know a guy who runs a film company. He like professionally does it. And I'm not going to, we'll talk about price off camera, but I don't want to fuck up his business, and but he'll hook you guys up. Like, it'll be affordable, and does really good work, man. Nice guy, great guy to work with. So when it comes time for that, man, shoot me a message, and he'll definitely 100% come out and do it with his guys. So
we had this one idea to dump 5-gallon buckets one at a time, full of glitter into the ocean.
Wait, is this for the gram?
Oh no, this is before I knew the conspiracy, or not the conspiracy, but what's going on, big glitter. But
it's a thing,
I'm
man.
rethinking it.
Yeah.
Just go to SeaWorld and just dump a 5-gallon bucket.
Fuck you, shampoo.
Those fucking whales aren't miserable enough already. You guys watch that Blackfish documentary?
A blackfish.
Dude, if you want to feel like a piece of shit, watch that shit. It's called, I believe it's called Blackfish. It's a documentary about the orca whales at SeaWorld. And
that sounds fucked up.
Horrible, dude. It is horrible. Because of this documentary, SeaWorld is no longer they're not breeding, and they're not bringing in any more new whales. So whatever they have in captivity now, once they die, they're done with the whales. Because it fucked everyone up when they watched it. Dude, these whales are, they're so miserable. like, you know, one of my favorite comedians, Neil Brennan, he has a joke about it. He was like, you know, documentaries basically fucked everything up for people. He said, because before documentaries became popular, everyone used to think the whales were happy at SeaWorld. So it turns out they have all kinds of mental disorders because they're extremely intelligent, right? And they have complex like language. Even the dolphins get fucked even harder, dude. And so, but yeah, it's basically just torture for them. And
sounds like the thing that happened with Nickelodeon. I think there's a common thing that's going around.
And so, Nickelodeon's got some shit. I think I've covered it on the show before, man. Nickelodeon's got some shit. Yeah, they got some real weird shit going on. But the whales, man, dude, it'll break your heart, man. And then like they get depressed and they get stressed out and they become aggressive and they start like killing trainers and shit. And they'll fuck with them. Like they'll grab a trainer, drag him underwater, and let him sit there till he's about to die. Let him go, get some more air, bring him back down. Like they'll toy with him. Like it's like psychological warfare. They found they'll talk to each other and like plan attacks and shit. Yeah, dude, it's a whole thing, man.
That's crazy.
It's a whole thing. Yeah.
That actually sounds pretty badass, though.
It's a good way of getting back.
Yeah, dude. If you want to watch another one that's super fucked up, this one's about dolphins. Well, so the problem that comes with like dolphins is their language is more complex than the English language, and we know that. That's been proven through like there's basically it's a software that it knows every known human language, and it finds patterns and pitch and tone and all that stuff. So even if you don't know what they're saying, it can be like, hey, this is a language or whatever, and it does it on a linear graph, so a 45-degree angle, you know, and basically. They use that. They tested it on pretty much every known language that we know about, and the results came back the same. Like, okay, this is a complex language. And then they did that with recordings of dolphins talking, and it was just as complicated, if not more complicated, than like normal human speech. So they talk and they have feelings and emotions and stuff. And
That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah, and then they're super, super sensitive to sound. And so to the point that like they found that like dolphins in captivity, like the filters in the tanks were driving them crazy. Just the trickling of water coming out is like torture them nonstop. It's like some CIA fucking black site shit where it's just like, we're going to lock you in a room, turn the lights on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're just going to blare Slipknot and never let you sleep. That's literally what we're doing to these things.
That's insane.
But if you want to watch a fucked up documentary about fish or about dolphins, watch The Cove, dude. And there is shouldn't laugh about it, but dude, there is a fucking brutal scene in that documentary. So it's about the Japanese fishing for dolphins, right? And they take these boats, all these fishermen come out in these boats, and all they do is they just shove steel pipes into the ocean, right? And they just beat the fuck out of them with hammers. And so it fucks up the dolphins and scares them, so they start running from it, right? And then there's a cove. It's basically like a horseshoe shaped. They basically herd the dolphins into that. And then there's people on the beach with nets, and they just drag out these dolphins, and they just start fucking slaughtering them. And the water turns like blood red. It's like some biblical shit, man. Like it really is. And then they take the babies, and then they go and sell them. And then there's this whole black market trade. And that's how like SeaWorld got them and shit. And apparently it's ran by like the Chinese triads. Like it's like some gangsters and shit. Like, and dude, it's fucked up. And then they do like DNA testing of like fish meat, like in the markets, and how it's really like whales and dolphins and stuff. And it's like just super fucked up, man. You'd be like, damn, bro, Flipper really is out there.
I've heard dolphins rape people.
Yeah, they're horny as fuck, man. Yeah, they rape people. I went on this whole dolphin crusade for a while. Yeah, dude,
did the crusade have anything to do with the cove, or?
Well, I think I watched the Cove first, and I watched Blackfish, and then I just started reading about it. And dude, like you said, they'll rape each other. They'll like rape their train. Like they'll try. Like, yeah, dude, they're just horny bastards, dude. Yeah, man, it's a wild time, man. Yeah, SeaWorld.
Dude, I know a lot of dolphins.
Yeah.
Really?
You guys on your next album, you should put a dolphin on there.
It's some song ideas right now.
Yeah. Write this down, Don.
This is important. It's fucked up. So if you want to ruin an evening, turn on one of those documentaries and smoke a fucking joint, dude. You'll be like, God, you just feel sad.
Yeah.
So like, and then it started fucking with me. So then I started thinking about animals in like captivity and stuff. And then I went to like the Houston Zoo, and I saw the chimps in there, and I was like, oh, fuck me, dude. I was like, this is not cool, man. like let these guys go.
Yeah, zoos are pretty inhumane, like to begin with, because I mean, I could only imagine if you go to jail, I mean, obviously you're going to be locked up for all your life, but like the animals didn't do anything. They just take them and they put them in cages, and they're just.
Well, what really fucked me up is at the time I was in college studying. I was taking a bunch of bio classes, right? And so I had to take some bio classes, and specifically we were talking about mammals, and they went into chimpanzees and genetics behind how closely related we are to them on a genetics level. Like it's like 98.7% the same. And they showed like images where they have like fingerprints and stuff. And it's like, oh shit. And so then like the next week I was down there, and I was like, oh God. I felt like I was witnessing like a Holocaust or something. I was like, this is not fun. Yeah. And then I see like parents, get your kids in line, because then I see these little shits just like beating on the glass and stuff, and these like monkeys are just completely like stressed out, like they are not having a good time. And I was like, bro, like this is not my cup of tea, man. But then it's like there's a double-edged sword to that, because like zoos raise a shit ton of money that goes to like conservation efforts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then you look at these animals, a lot of them were born in captivity, or they were seized from people who own them illegally or something like that, or retired from like the film industry. So they can't go to the wild. So it's like, what do you do with them, you know? So we just torture the fuck out of them and make our fucking money so their cousins can live a nice life in West Africa or wherever the fuck they're at, you know?
It's a very good cost.
Yeah, it's a game there, man. It's a lucrative game with that shit, man. So anyway, y'all's album's doing
The excitement of going to the zoo versus the depression leaving is a wild ride.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. But hey, man, fuck it. Yeah, zoos are fun. I like them.
Yeah.
How did we start talking about dolphins?
I don't know, man. This is how this show works, man. We come in with some points. We're like, hey, we're gonna hit it, and the next thing you know, it just goes. There's a bunch of bros having conversations.
This is all fucking protest against us wearing glitter.
And that's where it started, was the glitter. The glitter, man. The glitter's where it's
full circle, dude. We're fucked. We're gonna come out covered in fucking slime.
Yeah, I didn't realize Sauce supports the genocide.
We do.
Chimpanzees and dolphins.
That's our whole message.
All mammalian life, you know.
In fact, you guys want some straws for your drinks, guys? Or
yeah, the hot sauce we sell is made out of pure dolphin meat.
Dude, what you could do is you could say like, you know, $1 from every bottle is donated to some like charity that supports, you know, the conservation efforts or some shit like that.
And just stick it in our pockets.
Yeah.
Ben likes to use 2 straws everywhere he goes.
Holy shit! I am a terrible person now.
You know, double it down.
Yeah. Well, I was just making sure you didn't do it. Taking all that fucking guilt off of your heart.
That fucking sea turtle, man.
Yeah.
He can't handle his fucking addiction.
Yeah, 2 fucking straws out his nose.
We all gotta suffer. Yeah, man. Dude, it's a wild ride, man. But you guys are doing great. I don't know about the Dolphins, but you guys are doing all right.
They're not doing great.
We look amazing. Yeah. These fucking dolphins and turtles and shit, dude.
Dude, oh. Yeah, I love it, man. We have some wild conversations in this room, dude. Like, I hear some shit. I mean, if you ever want to listen to just a wild episode, check out the one with comedian Brandon Ryan. We go for 4 hours. Brandon is a very funny comedian. However, he is really big into conspiracy theories. Like, I'm talking believes everything. Okay. And he came on, we did like a conspiracy theory episode, wore like tinfoil hats, everything. And for 4 fucking hours, this guy broke down conspiracies, how they were all connected. I mean, dude, it was like he connected the Epstein shit to like aliens, to the JFK assassination, like all of it. He had documents. He was like drawing diagrams and shit. And then like me and my buddy are just sitting here like, what the fuck did we just hear? It was exhausting, man. I had to go to bed right after. I was like, I can't even process what I just witnessed. So you want to hear some wild shit? Check that guy out, man.
I think I'm going to watch that one. That might be my first watch.
Yeah.
Pull that one up first.
Yeah, dude. So it does remind me because like the show is always improving, like with like our audio or video. We're actually about here in a few weeks, we're about to get 2 more camera angles. So we'll get one over here, one over there. So it'll be able to flip back and forth as people talk and everything like that. But do you guys find, like with y'all's music, do you find it growing and improving over time, or is it kind of stay like the same? Like not like as in talent wise, but more like in style wise. Like is it constantly progressing into something new, or is it kind of like, hey, we need to stay in this lane that we're in?
I think it's progressed a lot in the 2 years, and steadily moving forward, man, onward and upward.
I think sometimes it's just a little bit of both, but it's kind of weird to think about. It's like, yeah, I think that it's more of like an organic thing to where it just kind of happens. And then I know several times I've looked back on some of our older like videos of us playing certain gigs, and it's like, wow, we play this song way different now. And but we usually try to change it up every show anyway. So
sure.
So hopefully nobody sees the same song.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, a good example is as an original band, we used to play a lot more covers.
Yeah.
And we very much strayed away from that. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's growth in and of itself.
Yeah.
You know, having more original material.
I mean, everyone likes to cover a good one. There's just nothing worse than a shitty cover. You see that. That's a damn, Brandon, you all right?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, just fucking with you, yawning. You're like, dude, when is this over?
Yeah, I might fall asleep on you, dude.
I got another interview after this, so I'm like, I do this quite a bit.
You better chug a Red Bull.
Yeah, man. Everyone likes a good cover when it's good. There's nothing worse than a bad cover. Like Jesus Christ, dude. Like put a bullet in my fucking head, you know. But or like my favorite is like when you see covers. Usually you'll see it with like a guitar solo, and it gets to the solo, but it ain't the solo. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like they downplay, and you're like, oh, okay, like yeah, you're just not at that level to perform it, you know. But we'll do 80% of the song.
We tried.
Yeah, man. The progression is always cool to see, man. And that's one thing I like about artists and like talking to them, and especially like trying to get in on the ground floor with a lot of their careers, is you get to see how it moves through. Because there's one guy that we have on here. He's a comedian, and we're gonna have him keep coming back. But he just started out. And I'm kind of like documenting like his growth or whatever. So it'd be cool to see it with you guys, because you guys are always more than welcome to come back anytime you want.
Dude, it's been a great time as well. I mean, like I was saying outside, man, I'm fucking glad to be here. I'm glad that. I'm actually kind of glad I met you while I was drunk, because it makes it a little bit cooler for me.
Yeah, true bad experience.
Yeah, I finally can remember it. No, that was one of the only things I remembered that night. Yeah. It's like,
it's cool, man. I got some AA flyers I'll give you on the way. I'll see you in the circle, man.
No, you won't. I'm not an alcoholic. There's nothing wrong with me.
I don't want your help.
Hey, I'm honest about it, man. I do a 12-step. I go sit in a circle.
I'm fine.
Sometimes people look at me. You got tears in your eyes.
Fucking fine, dude.
Super aggressive for no reason.
Damn.
I said I'm fine. I'm like, all right. Jesus, calm down.
Change the subject, bro. I'm fucking.
We gotta get us a 12-pack.
It's good. I'll give you a pamphlet on the way out just in case. No, dude, man, I'm open about it. I'm cool about it. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I did it. I went hard on the paint. So obviously, but like, because some people like they get weird about it. They'll be like awkward. They'll be like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, no, dude. Like, I still hang out. I still go to shows. I go to venues. I just drink non-alcoholic Heineken when I go out. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. And then mine is always like, some people, they just don't get it. Like, I will say this though, the people that have been the coolest about it, the most supportive, and never make a big deal out of it, comedians.
Yeah.
Comedians, because typically comedians are in their 30s and 40s, and if they usually have had a problem with something in their life, whether it be alcohol, cocaine, whatever, so they get it and they don't press it at all. And a lot of them are sober, but the ones that don't get it are like regular people, right? And those regular people are like, "What, man? You can't handle one?" And I'm like, "Bro, can you handle a handle of vodka? Because that's where we're about to go, bro. We're gonna go off the fucking rails with this shit, And so, and now I had like a super high tolerance too, man. Like, it's like just a natural genetic thing, So I know everyone brags like, "Oh, I can drink a lot." Like, no, dog. Like, I can drink a lot because I would go out drinking with friends, and sometimes they'd be like, "Yeah, man, like I'll drink with you, I'll keep up with you." Or my favorite was, because I don't smoke pot because I just freak the fuck out, right? Like, I just lose all concept of reality. Is fucking my pothead friends would be trying to get me on pot, right? And I'd be like, "Dude, come on, I can't do it, man." Like, I literally freak. I start hearing voices and shit. It's not a good time. Like, not at all. Like, panic attack city. And I remember telling one of my friends, I was like, "All right, man, if you drink with me one night, then I'll smoke with you one night, but you gotta drink with me first." And he was like, "Dude, I got this shit." And I was like, "All right, cool." And we drink, and I think I drank like an entire bottle of vodka in one night. And then he made it like halfway through and was like throwing up, and he was like, "How the fuck are you still having a conversation?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just a weird thing." My doctors have like checked it, like enzymes are all weird and stuff. It's like my body just processes alcohol. Like, even if I do get like really drunk, like my recovery time is super quick. So like if I'm hanging out having a good time, even though I've drank a lot, I can just chill for like an hour or two, and then it just seems I'm back to baseline. And then, but the problem is where it gets dangerous is like you're still, regardless of how you feel, at least for me, how I feel, is you still have that BAC content, like that alcohol level in your blood. That's where it becomes dangerous. And it's like, all right, cool. Then a couple of trips to the hospital, maybe a few come to Jesus moments, and yeah, I'll see you in the circle, man. But it's cool, man. I joke about it on stage. I talk about it a lot on the show and stuff. And I try to incorporate it too, like not to be embarrassed about it. And like, what's cool is with talking about it and doing all that, like I've had people come and talk to me and they're like, "Hey man, like that's really cool that you share that story." Like people who've had trouble with that, or they've had a loved one, whether it be drugs or alcohol or something like that. And I'm like, "Whoa, no drugs here." Like, I'm not a fucking loser. Like, no. But no, it's cool. Like people like receive it really well, because I used to be like kind of like shy about it, not like embarrassed, but it's just like I don't want to tell people that shit. And then now I just own it like a motherfucker. I make fun of it so much on stage, dude. And if you want to hear some fucked up stories, get in a circle, bro. Get in, like it's bananas. So, like some of this, because people, they're coming from all walks of life. Because there's people in there that own businesses, there's people in there that are lawyers, and there's people that are like literally coming off the street. You get everything. There's some people that are sober for a day, some people that have been sober for 30 years. So you see the whole spectrum. And even like, I don't feel like I struggle with alcohol on a day-to-day basis at all by any means. Most of the time I don't even think about it. I do go because it is a friendly reminder of you can fuck your shit up, And my favorite is always the court-ordered people. Like they got in trouble, so they have to come to these things. And they do not want to be there. Like, like, "Oh yeah, you're not ready for this."
Start shaking.
And or they'll just sit in silence. Like they'll go around and be like, "You want to share?" And they're like, "Nope." And then they're like, "Sign my paper at the end." They came, and it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, it's an eye-opening experience, man. And then it's cool. And I make fun of it. I enjoy it. Like it for me, and that's just what I do, man. I mean, I make fun of everything, but it's a good time. But yeah, man, that was a long time to explain my personal issues, which is probably your future.
Yeah, you're really trying to convince me, man. You're really trying to give me.
You want to know the honest truth, man? Here's the thing: just when you do it, just put a couple days in between it each time.
What, drinking?
Yeah.
Dude, do you think I drink every fucking day of my life?
I don't know, bro. The way you were talking about.
Holy shit! No, I just have a lot of stories.
Now, the real reason we're here, this is an intervention.
We all talked about it. Fuck. Come on, Ben. This is your intervention.
I fucking knew it, dude.
Yeah. That's what I tell her. I'm like, dude, like, okay, if you do it, don't do it every day, and then just put a few days. Whatever it is you do. I even tell people that with pot. I don't like. I got a buddy of mine that smokes so much weed. He's like literally retarded. Like he can't do anything. You know, he had to quit because he was like, bro. He's like, I just wasn't doing shit. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was sitting on the couch next to you, like all the time, playing Nintendo or whatever the fuck, you know. But yeah, man. So yeah, see you Tuesday 7:00.
I gotta drink that day.
Show up blaster.
Man, I'll tell you, you know, like music, you can make a song about anything. Same thing with comedy, man. You can make a joke about anything, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's all about looking at it like that. So, but shit. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to touch on, like at all? I don't know if you have any show announcements or anything.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, dude, we're playing Bears Fest Saturday.
Fuck yeah, dude, we got Bears Fest this Saturday.
Thanks, Golden.
Yeah,
Colton.
I'll try to clip this out for it, so the clip actually comes out, so you can promote it and stuff like that. Because the actual episode is going to take a while to come out. But yeah, thanks for coming to the save with that one, Matt. It's kind of funny to ask y'all all a question at the same time and watch y'all stare at each other like who's going to talk.
So like 4 days, man. Like
So all right, so Matt, explain us what you got going on, man, with all this.
With Bears Fest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They got like 20 plus bands out there from noon till after midnight, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be playing at about 7-ish, I think, on the outside stage.
Cool. Where's it at exactly?
Bears is it's kind of where 20 and 49 meet.
Okay.
So,
yeah, here in Shreveport.
Yeah, in Shreveport on the corner, like Fairfield.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's the building that kind of looks like something out of Hogwarts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Harry Potter. Every time I drive past it, I'm like, "What the fuck? Is this like Diagon Alley or some shit?" It's just the way that it's designed on the outside or whatever.
Man, it's a great venue.
I ended up there one time a while back. I ended up there, but it was a cool place. There wasn't any bands or anything going on when I went, but it was a cool vibe to it. Man.
They mixed it up. They do a really good job of mixing things up. Some weeks they don't have music at all. You know, there's lots of fun things to do there, though.
Hell yeah! All right, so let's go ahead and do your social media plugs.
Sauce Band Louisiana. Yeah. That is every handle that we've got.
Sauce Band Louisiana. Okay, where can we find you? Obviously, Facebook,
Instagram. You can find our single out on all platforms, not under Sauce Band Louisiana, but Sauce. And that's with that little E on the end, you know. A little wink on the end.
A little green worm.
Yeah, a little green worm.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where all you can find us. We do have other social media outlets that we don't fucking touch, but like every now and then there'll be something on there. Just depends, like TikTok and stuff, but we kind of live under a rock for that one. So
Instagram's the big one, so definitely follow us there.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
For sure, Instagram. I just got on it a couple of months ago personally with our stuff, and I'm like, oh, what have I been doing the last 3 years? Like,
it's just so fucking easy to use, and it's such a good platform. Like pictures, videos, everything.
Dude, it crushes Facebook.
Yeah,
it's Meta's final form.
All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, man, I got to get up out of here. Dude, bros, thanks for coming in, man.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
Thanks for the album, dude. I'm going to put it on display.
Next time, I'll try to have a hot sauce for you.
Yeah, well, I'll advertise it on here. I'll bring it up on every show. And I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do some product placement and stuff, you know. And then, dude, you guys are always more than welcome anytime you want to come in. And I'm excited to see how this album does. And I'm excited to see how you guys grow as musicians in this area, man. Dude. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you, man. It was nice to meet
you.
Absolutely.
It's been great.
See y'all next week.